All right, challengers, welcome to the first ever Black Ops 21-day challenge. We want to welcome everyone from across the country. We even have people across the world, with someone tuning in from the UK. We just released this on Friday, and we kind of just put this thing together over the weekend. We probably could have pushed this off, but in the spirit of just getting work done, we jumped right into it. So we hope you're excited about this. We're in the Black Ops Club here, Club Black Ops. I got my lights on. I got my club level speakers facing outwards. It's all about having fun. We want to show you how we get down, which is totally not normal. We do whatever we want, whenever we want, and that's kind of the spirit of what our brand is all about. That's kind of what we're presenting to you. So over the course of this 21-day program, not only do I want you committed, I want you to have fun. I want you to have loud music playing in the times that we're working out at high speed. I want you to be doing feedback. You need to get your money's worth. You need to utilize this 21-day period to have an awesome time. We can take this right in to the summer with June 1st. The coronavirus quarantine, shutdown, negativity, anxiety, sickness, all this poison. We need to focus on positivity, motivation, and inspiration. We heard amazing stories in some of our phone interviews. I mean, got a little emotional there. We're so excited to be working with people that we never had a chance to work with before. Some of my friends from my hometown, my sister from out in Virginia and her friends. You know, like I said, people in the UK, on the West Coast. Just super pumped, guys. We're really excited to be working with you. Really honored that you trusted us with this. And we're going to try to overwhelm you with value over the course of this 21-day period. All we ask for you is to have fun and to put in work. Now, because we have athletes of all levels, we're going to have kind of like a level 1, level 2 situation going. If you're just jumping back into the fitness game, I want you to take your time. I want you to rest whenever necessary. Don't try to keep up if the pace is too fast and you feel like it's not for you. Our fitness is for everyone. Just because you're not working doesn't mean you're not competing. Sometimes you need to take a rest and then jump right back in. I do it myself almost every workout. I'm pacing my rest, I'm pacing my work, all right? So don't ever think that this isn't for you. If the speed is moving fast, you just take a break. Now, for those of you high-level warriors that want to get your butts kicked, you better up the pace. You need to up the tempo on these movements. Whenever we're doing drills, you should be freaking killing it. Got it, guys? That way, all levels are together. The team moves forward, all right? Enough talking. Let's have some fun. All right, so we're going to start with some body weight warm-up, guys. Each one of these workouts, we're going to drill for 30 minutes, and then you're done. You go about your day and kick ass. So let's start with a little basic warm-up now. You're just going to take your arms to either side. I want your fingers outstretched. I want your head nice and high. Kind of lift your head to the ceiling. You're moving around on your feet. Stretch your neck out. I want you to look down through your left hand. Relax that neck. Back up to the ceiling. Back down to the right hand. Good work, guys. Now we're going to take our left arm, pull it across your body. Using your right arm, you're going to pull that arm into your chest. I like to move around the entire time I'm warming up. Hey, you're burning calories. I have nervous twitches. I'm hyper. It burns fat all day long. Little alternating hug here. One of my favorite warm-ups. Keeping it simple, keeping it sweet. Now we're going to take that right arm across the body. Bring it in tight. Good. We're just going to do some wrist rolls. So you just interlock your fingers and we're just rolling them around. Nice and easy. We need your feedback. So when you're doing these workouts, we need to hear how they're going. We're going to set up a private Facebook group. You should already be involved in that. But we need your feedback. You're creating this program in a sense. We've never done this before. So the more we know that, you know, your aches, your pains, and how things are going, the more we can develop it. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go with some calf raises. So you're just going to go up to your toes and stretch out those calves. I want you nice and high on your tippy toes. Arms can be at your side. And now we're going to go into some foot rolls. So you're just taking the tip of your foot and you're just rolling it into the floor. We're waking up your ankles, we're waking up your feet. Now we're going to that left side. All right, good work. I'm going to go profile here. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to touch our toes and then we're going to reach for the ceiling, but I don't want you to round your lower back. So to do that, you're going to bend your knees as much as necessary for you to keep your back straight. Some of you might have really mobile hamstrings and you'll be able to reach down without bending. And then you're going to reach to the ceiling. I want 10 reps, guys. 2, 3, we're keeping those feet nice and flat. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now push your ass back. Push your knees open when you bend over. I want you to feel that in your hamstrings. All right, good work, good work. What's that doing? That's warming up your butt and that's warming up your hamstring, and that's what we want. We call that the posterior chain of your body, the back side of your body. too much because of mirrors, sit-ups, all this. We're always forward. We're always forward thinking. We're hitting our biceps, our curls, our sit-ups. We need to focus on balance as best as possible, okay? So that's why when we're teaching all this stuff, you're gonna be doing stuff that's not super sexy, but it's gonna balance your body and make you a more complete athlete. All right, now, what we're gonna do is just kind of get a little warm-up. So I want you to do little skips. What I do with this, I'm relaxing my knee capsule, and I'm just bouncing off the balls of my feet. My hands are going side to side. This is a good ready position. You can either leave your hands at your side or you can bring them up kind of like in the action mode. If during my warm-ups or whenever I'm talking and you want to get a little more burn, just go right into our little skip here, our little ready state. There's going to be a lot of different stuff we're going to throw at you, mobility, you know, technical things, but that'll come later. Today is just about moving, having fun, feeling you guys out, and then getting your feedback to see where your bodies are at. All right, good work, guys, good work. Shake it out, shake it out. Shaking it out, I'm just kicking out my legs, moving my head around, neck around. I got a whole bunch of cranks and creaks and 37-year-old body, 8 years in the Marine Corps, and I'm a guy, so I just beat the crap out of myself. But all right, now, next thing we're gonna go is we're gonna go into some mobility of our hips. So the thing we wanna do here is a very functional movement, which is a squat. Don't overcomplicate this, it's sitting down. If you sit into a couch and you stand back up, that's a squat. Now, if you do that with your holding your breath and keeping your abs tight while keeping your back straight, that's a correct squat, and that's what we're gonna try to teach you. So if you need a wall or something to balance yourself, then that's, you wanna go ahead and find that part of your room or whatever, hang on to that wall, and that'll act as your balance. So, keys here. I want your feet shoulder width. So go ahead and get there. Every single person has a different squat stance, okay? There's no right or wrong. There are some very wrong, but we could fix that over time. So, but there's no particular squat width that's for everyone, is what I was trying to say. So your feet are gonna be shoulder width. I want your angle slightly open, which means about roughly 45 degrees. Your shoulder width means your feet are as wide as your shoulders. Now, take your hands and push them forward as you push your ass back. Just like this, knees are open, we're not fully deep yet, and I want you to squeeze through your glutes as you stand up. So push your hands forward, push your knees out like you're bow-legged, squeeze through your glutes as you come up. And each time we're gonna go a little deeper, okay guys? Knees open, squeeze your ass. Now I want you to hold your breath so your abs are tight before you go down. Ready? Hold your breath, squeeze, drive through. Keys here, I want your feet flat the entire time. If your ankles or heels, if your heels are coming up, you need to use some balance, okay guys? Push those knees out and squat standing up. Each time, I'm gonna get a little bit deeper. Now, you'll notice my chin stays looking down. That's gonna keep my spine in a nice straight line. Knees open. Good. You'll see me wiggle. That's because I'm shifting my position to find my little perfect squat stance that is where I'm at for the day. Now, we didn't warm your hips up, so you're probably a little tight, and that's kind of the purpose here. All right, I wanna test that out. So, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to the floor, okay? So, we're gonna lay flat on our stomachs. Your hands are gonna be right under your shoulders. Your feet are gonna be together and point your toes. Everything we teach you is based in basic baby gymnastics. So, little details like pointing your toes are important. I want your feet flat. I don't want them put onto the floor. I want them flat to the ground. Now, you're gonna press your upper body up. Move your shoulders around, move your head around. Back down. Now we're adding some repetitions. I want you to squeeze those shoulders together. You go as fast as you need or as slow as you need. You don't need to be moving just like me, you're just doing what I'm doing. All right, good. We're gonna go on all fours now. Think about having a tray on your back. You want your abs tight, you want your back straight, you don't wanna knock that tray over. We're gonna take our left hand out and our right foot out, point to toe, squeeze your ass. Come back, nice and slow. I don't want you twisting. Abs tight. We're teaching you core engagement, midline stabilization, meaning you're stable in your center. And we're teaching you about your center. You're also feeling those glutes. Squeeze the glutes. Point your toes. Good work. Now, we're gonna stretch our wrists out a little bit. So you're gonna take your hands and you're gonna point your fingers towards your legs. Put your hand flat to the floor and just ease into this because this is pretty extreme. So just nice and easy. Don't bend your elbow. You can be nice, you can be over your wrist, that way it's not stretching too much. And if you want to add more to it, just sit back. Moving side to side. Good work, good work. Nice and easy. We're stretching out those forearms, stretching out the wrists. So many of you are stuck at home doing computer work, sitting down all day, and we want to try to undo that damage. All right, good. Shake them out. We're going to sit on our butts, guys. Bring your feet in so that your feet are flat, like the old gym class stretch. I want you to hold on to your feet, keep your chest nice and high, and just shake out your inner thighs just slightly. Keep that head pulled up. Good, good. Now we're gonna lay back. Bring your right knee in, pull it into your chest and hold. I want your left leg pointing, your toe pointing. Good, switch legs. Left leg in, right leg out. Notice my toes are always pointing, and you'll understand that as we go. That'll always be the drill. Gotta make it look pretty. All right, good. Now, bring your heels in close to your butt. You're gonna cross your arms. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna work on our glutes, on our butts. Some of you are goals, you wanted tight butts. Some of you wanted tight arms. Some of you wanted to lose weight. Some of you wanted to put some muscle tone on. So we got a lot of work to do, guys. Bring those heels in tight. Angle slightly out. Arms crossed. I'm gonna squeeze my ass tight. I'm not just gonna lift my hips up. This isn't like Dirty Dancing or some shit. I want you to squeeze your ass tight through your heels as you lift your hips. I want you to focus mind to muscle. What does that mean? It means picture your butt cheeks. Look at them, squeeze. It's kind of weird, but it works. If you visualize the muscle, you can actually fire it. One of my big problems, I had some serious back issues. I never really learned how to use my glutes at all in anything. I wasn't really a weightlifter, I was more into sports, which is always running forward. And I just never knew to utilize the glutes, and it can cause serious problems. So again, squeezing that butt tight. Abs are nice and tight. All right, good work, good work. Now, what we're gonna do is do a little shoulder warm up. So I want you to take your thumbs and point them up. I want you to squeeze your shoulders together in the back. What we're doing is we're pointing those thumbs back, warming up the shoulder capsule. Just like this. Your traps that go down from your neck in between your shoulder blades. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Now what I'm going to teach you is how to do a hip hinge. Whenever we pick something up in life, which is super functional, right? You sit down all the time, you pick shit up all the time. You need to do a hip hinge. There's a difference. We don't squat to pick things up. We hinge to pick things up. So put your feet about not as wide as your squat stance. I want them a little bit less wide. Your angles can even be a little less, but not totally inward ever. We never do this. You'll never see me teach inward. So slightly a little wider than your hip width. Now, back is nice and straight. I want you to push that ass back tight till you feel it in your hamstrings. Your gaze should be down at the floor and then squeeze through. I put my fingers on my hips. You can do whatever you want. Abs tight, squeeze through. Keep those feet flat. We need to teach you how to drive through the middle of your foot, but we're actually going to teach you it through your heel because most people can't balance their weight on the center of their foot. Whenever we see new athletes, almost every time they're on their toes, and that's not what we want. All right, guys? We need to keep your foot flat. We need to keep you balanced. All right, we're going to do a little core engagement to warm up your core abs, and then we're going to go into a workout. Today's workout, we're going to do 10 movements. We're going to do them in minute intervals, and for any of you that need to slow down, you're just going to take breaks when you need to, and for those of you who want that high-speed burner, you're going to ramp it up when you need to, okay, guys? So what we're going to do is we're going to show you some of the movements that you're going to see in the workout. So we're going to start with the high plank. So high plank is just the up position of a push-up. If you cannot hold yourself up with just your arms, you can just go onto all fours and just kind of lift one leg back, hold that position, and kind of rotate just like that. For those of you that can, you're going to put your hands shoulder width, feet together, squeeze your heels tight. Notice I'm not broken, I'm slightly arched. I want my ass cheeks tight, I want my heels tight. And what that does, again, it turns on your glutes and it engages your abs. So we're holding this position. Your elbows are locked out, your gaze is down. There's a lot going on here. You know, that's the difference. We want to teach you all the little details. That's going to help you drill your core understanding, but also it's going to give you the midline you want if you put in the work in the gym and if you put in the work in the kitchen. All right? Stay away from baked goods, right? All right, next we're going to do is crunches. So you're going to sit on your back. I want you to cross your legs at the top, grab your biceps and put your arms on your chest, or just have your hands on top of your arms. From here, you're just going to crunch up till your elbows hit your legs, just like that. If you can't do these, even trying is going to light your core up. You're going to feel it in your abs. One thing to remember, your core is not just your front. It's also your spinal erectors and your back. So don't just think, oh, tight core means tight in the front. We will teach you how to do that. So again, pretty simple movement there. All right, next up, what do we got here? Side bends, Superman, and up downs, all right? So side bends, this is another gymnastic movement. It looks pretty simple. If you have a towel, a rehab band, a broomstick, it really adds to this stretch. Essentially, you're gonna be in a shoulder width position. I want your arms up nice and high, and you're just gonna bend all the way to the side and then back to the top, just like this. It seems kind of foolish, but this will actually make you pretty sore, and it'll light up your obliques. And we don't want just abs, we want the whole midsection nice and tight. Keep those arms locked out. Really try to bend to that side. Good. 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 Now, we're going over what's called a Superman. Essentially, you're gonna look like you're flying. What this is gonna do, it's gonna warm up your lower back. And in the future, we'll be drilling all this stuff fast, you know, because you have learned it by then. Today, we're just going over techniques. So you're still gonna get a lot of workout in though. So this movement is to warm up that posterior chain like we talked about, to get blood flow in your lower back. So hit the floor. You're gonna be outstretched like you're flying. Your thumbs are up. I want your feet down, toes pointed, squeeze those heels. And what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna lift our quads, we're gonna lift our chest, and make a little banana with our body. Just nice lift-offs. You can also do holds. So what I want you to do is hold it up as best you can. Keep those elbows locked. Now, bring your elbows in tight to your body. Squeeze your shoulders back. This is another version I like because my arms are heavy. Not because I'm jacked, just because they're heavy. All right, guys, and then relax. Okay, so nice little core. You're gonna see some of those movements in the workout. What we're gonna do now, guys, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna try some different movements. We're gonna go minute intervals. So you're gonna be going along with me. If you need to rest, just take a rest. If you wanna ramp it up, just go faster. You know, go faster than me. You don't have to stay on pace with me. And then I will be explaining the next movement. We'll rest a little bit, we'll explain the next movement, and we'll jump right into it. And again, the goal is to hit these in 30 minutes, guys. So, here we go. First one we're gonna hit is squats, like we talked about. Now, again, some of you aren't gonna be able to go all the way down. That's perfectly fine. I don't need you to go all the way down. If you can go all the way down, you better get your ass down. But if you can't because of mobility and your heels are raising, I only want you to go down as far as you can keep your heels and your knees out and then squeeze through. And over time, try to push that, okay? Sound good? All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna do a minute of squats. You're going at your own pace. Feet wide, shoulder width, feet slightly open. Remember, knees out, hold your breath, get ready. Again, if I'm talking, you should be bouncing. All right, that's just gonna add to this. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Sit into it. I want those feet flat, knees out. Really try to push those knees out. Again, take rest as you need it. Doing good, guys. Abs tight. We're holding our breath before we go down. Now, if this is new to you, I want you to go nice and slow. So just nice and slow, sitting into this. Feet are nice and flat. Knees are open. We're doing good. Halfway. Now, the reason we're putting all these reps on you is because I want to see how your body recovers. That doesn't mean I'm trying to kill you, right? As I keep telling you, you need to be resting if this is new for you. But it will show us kind of where you're at with your muscular endurance, how many reps your body can take. This shouldn't lock anyone up, hopefully. And if it does, no worries. We can work that out of you. 10 seconds. But again, don't be a hero today. If you haven't been working out for a year, you need to pace yourself. I promise, you will be sore. Okay, next thing we're doing, we're going into that high plank. Again, are you gonna hold a plank for a minute? Some of you can, some of you can't. And remember your scaling options. Level 1 is on all fours, lifting that leg back. And level 2, you're in that full plank position. All right, I'm gonna do this facing you so I can see the clock. So hands shoulder width, feet together. Gaze is down. We want nice straight spines. I'll be looking up for the clock, but you guys stay down. Anytime you need to rest, you go right on and rest. So a quick rest would be knee down and then go back up. Squeeze those heels. Your heels should be together right now. Your butt should be tight. Abs are tight. Push through the floor so your shoulders are locked out, your elbows are locked out. Hang in there. Again, rest is necessary. Doing good, doing good. Abs tight. 25 seconds. Hang in. Again, rest is necessary. I've been doing this for a while. I'll probably rest every once in a while. 15 seconds. 10. Hang in there, hang in there. Squeeze those glutes, don't lose your butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, stand up. Remember, you're bouncing with me. Shake it out, guys, shake it out. Next up, we're gonna do a lunge. You guys should be bouncing right now, or resting if necessary. The lunge position, you're gonna step out far. Your foot's gonna be forward and it's gonna be open. Don't let your knee cave in and don't turn your foot in. So I'm gonna step out, knee is open to the outside and foot is slightly open to the outside. Abs are tight and drive through. Right side, drive through. Notice from the side, if you can't go all the way down into a lunge, just step out in slow motion, dip, step up, step back. Step, dip, step back. Got it? So that's level 1. Level 2, you're doing full lunges. And for those of you who can't go all the way down, just remember, perfect form as deep as you can go. We don't go any deeper than form allows, right? Once form breaks, we got shit. We don't want that. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now, each rep, I'm gonna be holding my center tight. So my abs are tight. In a sense, you're holding your breath. Step out, good. Abs tight. Your back should be nice and straight. You can slightly lean forward if necessary. Again, if you haven't been doing lunges, do not rep these out really fast. I want you focusing on form, dipping, and driving out, because this will light up your legs, all right, guys? All right, we got about 20 more seconds. Alternating, abs tight, chest up. Again, you can slightly lean forward if necessary. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Again, bounce it out, shake it out. Guys, really quick, hydration, essential. We're gonna teach you how much to drink, but make sure you always have water with you for these classes and drink when necessary. All right, we're gonna try a new movement. Our members have never even done this before. You're gonna be on all fours. You're gonna sit, if I'm gonna twist to the left, sit and lift my chest, just like that. So you're on all fours, sit, lift up. Sit, lift up. That's level 1. Level 2, you're gonna kick your leg out, just like that. If you need to sit your butt down in the middle, you can do that. Point that toe. And remember, level 1, you're on all fours, you're twisting and lifting your chest. Nice and slow. Just like that. Level 2, kick out, and don't sit your butt down. All right, so we're gonna do this about 40 more seconds. That's level 2. Level 1, you're just sitting and lifting. Sitting and lifting. "20 seconds. And then again, level 1, sit and lift. Sit and lift. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, shake it out. Get a little breather. Probably felt a lot of that in your lower back. Twisting yourself up a little bit. Shake it out, guys, bounce it out. All right, next up, we're gonna do some side bends. We went over these earlier, kind of simple in design, but a little interesting. You will probably be sore from these. All right, here we go. Arms straight up, nice and easy, at your own pace. Really push this stretch. You shouldn't be moving fast. You shouldn't be flailing around like one of those car dealership wavy guys. Nice and straight. Doing good, doing good. Again, if you have a towel, a rehab band, or a broomstick, this will work wonders to hold on to that, to keep those elbows locked. About 20 more seconds. Again, seems kind of stupid, but we ignore the side of our body a lot. We don't test it. 10 seconds. Doing good, doing good. All right, guys, shake it out. You're hopping around. Move your heads around, shoulders around. All right, next up, we're gonna hit some crunches, guys, okay? So you're gonna sit on your butt. I'll be facing this way so I can watch the clock. So sit back, guys, lay on your backs. Here we go. Remember, if you can't go all the way up, just do the best you can. 2, 1, begin. And again, anytime you need to take a rest, just go right ahead. If you want to lift your legs higher, you do whatever you need to do. Let's go, rep them out. Rest whenever you need to. But you're going all the way up. Forearms to legs. Cross over. Remember, if you haven't been working out for a year or something, you take your rest. Don't try to push yourself too hard on day 1. 10 seconds. Let's go, drive through. Drive through. We're gonna roll right over onto our stomachs, guys. 2, 1. No rest on this one. I want your arms spread out, thumbs up, toes down. We're just lifting off. Superman lift-offs. Nice and smooth, not fast. Think pretty positions. You want nice and straight. Something I kept saying in my gymnastics certifications. Make it look pretty. Mine's not that pretty, but I'm sure yours is better. About 5 more. All right, let's hold it up. Let's bring those elbows in tight and squeeze our shoulders. Again, rest if you need to. Good, press up. Let's stretch those hips out. Stretch those abs out. All right, next movement we're gonna do is called a hand release push-up. This is a great one because you can do these if you can do strict push-ups, meaning you can do real push-ups, or if you're just beginning with push-ups. There's so many variations of this, and these will make you stronger if you focus on the details in your push-up, I'm saying. So, first rule, remember, feet together, like we always talk about. In that up position, go all the way down and relax. I want you to rest. This time, your feet are gonna be pointing into the floor. Hands shoulder width. All you do at the bottom, you just release your hands off the ground. You don't need to move them. You just release them up, squeeze your shoulders back together, and then I want you to push while squeezing your ass tight into that up position. If you need to snake and then squeeze your ass, do what you have to do, but don't be super soft in the center. Try to keep those glutes tight because you're gonna put your back in too much hyperextension, okay? If this is too much, you can do a knee push-up where you're putting your shoulders back and you're just pushing up like that. Do whatever is necessary, okay? All right, here we go. Remember, for those of you that are really struggling with your push-ups, just take these one at a time, really slow. Do the best you can do. I want you thinking about squeezing those glutes tight. Doing good, guys. We're gonna hit these about 10 more seconds. Again, rest is necessary. Don't give up on yourself. Don't start talking negative. We're gonna have a whole list of training on mindset. New rule in our gym, someone says some negative shit about themselves, we're gonna make them do 5 burpees. We're gonna make them burpee that shit out of their system. The more you talk bad about yourself, the more you're constantly feeding that bullshit in your head. What do you think is gonna happen? If you have a child and you tell him he's a moron all day, how's that child gonna grow up? He's gonna shoot you or he's gonna have some mental issues. All right, last one. We're gonna do up downs and we're done today, guys, all right? So up down, you're gonna squat down, you're gonna kick back, and you're gonna step through, all right? Squat down, kick back, step through. Here we go. Last minute. Again, rest is necessary. If you've been doing this for a while, you better be burning these out. Let's go. Last of the day. Come on, guys. Down, kick back, abs tight, drive through. Let's go, drive through, guys. Halfway, 30 seconds. Come on, push it. Don't give up. Don't get negative. You belong here. You can do it. Let's go. Ten seconds. Come on. Finish together. Finish strong. Let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, I want one more, 1, and up. Woo! That's a wrap, guys. Day 1. I want feedback. I want comments. Let's hit this thing. As always, I'll end with a forward shoulder roll to get to the camera because this shit's too long to trim and I can't edit them. That's it, guys.